Yo, what up, guys? It's your boy T-Dub with Blades in the Sports. Thank you. Yes, of course, I'm back at like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers. What up, that's working. Hold on. Let's figure this out. Thank you. There we go. Everything is working, guys. Hey, welcome to the first episode of Open Box Talk, where we're going to talk boxing, guys. We got a special guest, of course, coming on later. That is my boy, the one, the only, Devon, the great Alexander, or the great Devon Alexander, St. Louis own. He's going to come live, guys. He is a fighter in the welterweight division. We're going to talk about what's going on and what's coming up. But listen, guys, welcome. This is a different format. I'm trying this because I'm bringing on a guest. But we're still going to talk that boxing. Before we get to my main man, Devon Alexander, who inspired me, and I'm going to let him know when he come on. He inspired me to get back to the gym. He let me know I was slacking. But if you guys can hear me good, I think I can. I hear myself over here. But let's talk about the welterweight division. Danny Garcia has confirmed, listen, I'm coming back. You can catch me in September. I'm either taking on Errol Spence Jr. or I'm taking on Manny Pacquiao. Now, to be honest, I think Danny Garcia is in a win-win situation. There's no way to lose him besides actually losing. But before you get to that point, he's actually in a win-win situation. So you mean to tell me that out of the four major titles that he has a chance of potentially either getting two of them or one of them in his next fight? And if you only go to the route where he only gets one title, he's taking on Manny Pacquiao. So you got to look at it. No, it's not Errol Spence Jr. who holds two major titles, but Manny Pacquiao, who's the Super WBA champion. So that right there alone, beating Manny Pacquiao, who just beat Adrian Broner and also beat Keith Thurman, is you get a chance, a crack at beating him. And of course, people are going to always say that he's getting old because it is a fact. His last two fights, he has shown us that he is aging very slow. We don't know when it's going to speed up, but right now, Manny Pacquiao is fighting at a level that he can still compete with these young guns. Could he have done what he do in his prime? We never know. We only going off with exactly what we have now. That is Manny Pacquiao taking on these young guns. And now, we don't know which route he's going to go. And honestly, I think that depends on which route that Manny Pacquiao goes. Manny Pacquiao, in my opinion, he's the one that is on top. I'm not saying he's the toughest fighter. We don't know what Errol Spence Jr. is going to be like, and we know what Terence Crawford can do. But when I say on top, that's the man that a lot of people want to fight because of what he brings. Not only does he bring a legendary, you got a legendary instant Hall of Fame fighter that's still fighting on your resume, but you also get the money that come with it. You get the status that come with it. They're going to use that fight almost as a handing of the baton, but it probably mean more if a champion did it. But the fact is that if Danny Garcia beats Manny Pacquiao, he's where he want to be at. He's back in the limelight, chopping it up. But what if Manny Pacquiao decides to go the Mikey Garcia route? Some people like it, some don't. But financially, what do that mean to Manny Pacquiao right now? What if Manny Pacquiao don't fight Danny Garcia and he don't choose Errol Spence Jr. and he chooses let's say I guess Terence Crawford is an option too, right? I think that's a slim option. Listen, that puts a slim and slim jam type of options. But I believe Manny Pacquiao will most likely fight Mikey Garcia or Danny Garcia. I think he wants a Garcia on his resume. We just don't know if he wants an M in front of it or a D in front of it. He may take on Errol Spence Jr. just because we don't know where Errol Spence Jr. is at right now. But I'm going to tell you what might be crazy. If he take on Errol Spence Jr. and Errol Spence Jr. already came out talking about, he weighed 180 some pounds before dropping down to 147. I wouldn't be surprised if Manny did take that fight for two reasons. One, They don't expect to see the same Errol Spence Jr. because of the crash. 2, they might even hit him with like either a rehydration clause or some kind of catch weight. And I'm telling you, it's crazy. You said, how can it be for a catch weight if it's for titles? When Manny Pacquiao fought Miguel Cotto for Miguel Cotto's title, Miguel Cotto did not fight him at 147, which is a 147-pound title. He made Miguel Cotto come down to 145. And then I'm not saying it made a whole lot of difference, but, listen, in this game, every pound makes a huge difference. It's just like in football. If you're not a trained athlete, a difference between a 4.5 and 4.6 don't mean nothing. But if you're a trained professional athlete, between a 4.4 and a 4.3, world of difference. 4.5 and a 4.4, world of difference. It's going to determine exactly where you're going to get drafted at. That right there alone. So when you're talking about boxing, each pound makes a difference. That's just my opinion, but you know what? In about 7 minutes, I'm going to bring on my boy, Devon Alexander, guys. He's going to be up here, and we're going to chop it up. I done interviews with him on the phone, but I'm like, you know what? Let's get the people a face. Let's get them a face to their voice. I need some crowd. Cheer for me, crowd. All right. Thank you, crowd. And I'm looking forward to that. I'm new to this format. I'm happy you guys joining me, giving me that work. We got the comment section going on. Let me check this real quick. I was able to pull a couple of my old sounds from my original setup, a couple new ones. I got a machine gun. And then, of course, I got my new beat there, the one I created using the Lil Jon sample. Not his beat, but just his voice. This is the T-Dub. What's blazing the sports creation? I'm back at it like a crack at it, giving you boxing geekers this work. We are missing Lola right now, but I haven't figured out a way to bring her over. But once I bring her over here, we will be at it. Let's go. All right. So, again, bring my boy on in about 7 minutes. And I want to talk to him and touch on a few topics. Let's make sure this is down. I want to talk about, I want to ask him about everything. I want to ask him about the Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury. I want to ask him about Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. I want to talk to him about Iron Mike Tyson. See, you guys get my input. I'm not afraid to give you my input because that's what I do. I go live and I work, and then you see the smoke, and then the blaze is right behind it. In the building, James, what's going on, homie? Coach Felix Diaz said that fight height that Pacquiao would beat Danny Garcia, but he thinks Mikey could catch Pacquiao with a hard right hand. I personally don't think either Garcia can beat Pac-Man. All right, James Valdez, let's talk about it, champ. Let me give you my opinion on that. AD in the building. What's cracking? AD, man. I got my boy Devon Alexander. Devon Alexander, welterweight, 2 division, I believe 3-time champion. Devon Alexander, he's coming on. He's going to be joining me on the panel. So do me a favor, guys. Share this stream right now so we can get my boy on. He'll be on in about 6 minutes. Shout out to the UK. That's my boy AD. We battle a lot, but they're still my dog. So let me touch on this. He said about Danny Garcia and Manny Pacquiao. And Mikey Garcia. Let's talk about that. Do either one of these fighters has a true chance of beating Pacquiao? They do. I am a Pacquiao fan, to be honest. I'm probably more of a fan now than I was probably a few years ago. But just being able to, let me click this just in case he joined. He might jump on. I sent an elite. That's like an hour ago. But Danny Garcia and Mikey has a chance. I know we see what Manny Pacquiao can do, and don't get me wrong. The guy, what he does is special. The angles, the moving, the in and out darting, the straight left hand is like laser fast. And to me now it seems like he's slow. He starts out slow. He has to warm up. Back in the days, Manny Pacquiao didn't need to warm up. He was 120 miles an hour from whenever he turned it on to the end of the fight. Now, when I saw it, even when he fought Keith Thurman, it seemed like he was a little bit slower And then once his, I guess, some joints, that torn rotator cuff started to warm up, he started bringing that heat. And the ladies in the building, put what it kills. How are you doing, darling? Talk to your boy T-Dub. What's blazing with you? Manny Pacquiao still has a lot left in the tank. But when we talk about why can he lose, what would make him be able to lose against a Danny Garcia or a Mikey Garcia? Because of timing. Listen, we got to look at this and we got to face facts. Is that yeah, I am using StreamYard. It's the first time I use it because I'm bringing on my homeboy, Devon Alexander. And I want to talk to him. I want to ask some questions. He's a professional fighter, guys. Didn't have a real good outing his last time out. First time in the camp with Roy Jones Jr. So we're going to listen. We're going to get him on here. We're going to put him in that blazing seat and just see how he handles it, right? We're just going to ask him the questions, and we're going to see what he's going to come with. That is Devon Alexander. If you don't know him, take a quick second and Google him. He said, it's the right time for these guys to beat Pacquiao. I like Pac. I like both fights. Don't care which one. Oh, you know what? I wonder if I can do this. Let me try something. Does that work? Bam. I forgot I can do this. Okay. This is how we're going to do it, guys. I'm getting it. I know I'm learning on the fly. But this is my boy AD. Shout out to the UK. He said this. He said, listen, it is the right time for these guys to beat Pacquiao. Like both fights, don't care which one's next. But before then, let's see if it show it all. Says Coach Felix Diaz said if Fight Hype that Pacquiao would beat Danny Garcia, but he thinks Mikey could catch Pacquiao with a hard right hand. I personally don't think either Garcia can beat Pacquiao. Both of them guys stand a chance of beating him. The reason they say Mikey Garcia can beat him because they're trying to look at Mikey Garcia and look at how he resembles Juan Manuel Marquez. Juan Manuel Marquez in 4 fights had it either debatable. Obviously, he was debatable in all 4 fights. No, I'm sorry, in 3 of the 4 fights. One of them, he knocked Manny Pacquiao out with a counter right hand. So the reason I give Danny Garcia and I give Mikey Garcia a chance, I may give, if I say coming to a boxing edge, I might say Mikey might do a little bit better on the boxing standpoint than Danny, but I think Danny stands an equal or greater chance of catching Danny Garcia with something hot. Because the reason I say that because Mikey tends to have a pretty good defense, pretty good guard, catch more shots. Obviously, I don't know what happened against Jesse Vargas. He just didn't do that well at first. But he has countering punch. He counters very well with the right hand. The right hand that set down Manny Pacquiao in the Juan Manuel Marquez fight was a right hand. See, after that fight, Manny Pacquiao appeared to learn his lesson. He stopped leaping all the way in. He stopped going full crazy loco and just leaping in there. And he was fighting a little bit hesitant, which allowed him not to get caught like that. But when he fought Adrian Broner, he got comfortable and he started taking chances. Some part against the Keith Thurman fight, Manny Pacquiao started taking chances. Even when he dropped Keith Thurman, he was coming forward taking chances. Keith Thurman's mistake was backing up. If Keith Thurman would have leaned like Juan Manuel Marquez through a right hand, we never know what the fight would have been like from that standpoint. But when we look at Danny Garcia and Mikey Garcia, what they bring to the table, they both can counterpunch. Now, I think Manny Pacquiao will probably light Danny Garcia up with more punches. I don't know if he can knock him out, but Manny Pacquiao still has the speed that he'll catch Danny. But Danny just want to get that left hook off. Listen, I don't know if Manny Pacquiao been hit by a left hook like Danny Garcia, even that right hand like Danny Garcia. Adrian Granadas could tell you exactly. Let me reach out to my boy. I'm going to shoot him a text and keep talking to you guys. I got more comments. And this is what my girl right here. The guys, check out my girl, Poetic Kells, the greatest commentator. Yes, thank you. Thank you. It's freezing. Is it freezing up a bit or not? I don't know. So let's do this. Mikey can outpoint him, but can't stop him, in my opinion. I don't think Mikey, well, listen, it can happen. It can. I think Danny Garcia stands a greater chance of actually really knocking out Manny Pacquiao. But I mean, look at it. Juan Manuel Marquez. I'm saying both of these guys are counterpunchers. Manny Pacquiao had trouble with counterpunchers. Eric Morales, Floyd Mayweather, Juan Manuel Marquez. And Juan Manuel Marquez knocked out Pacquiao, but he got schooled by Tim Bradley. Now, let me see if I can reach out to my boy real quick, see if he's ready and if he found that link, if he can ready to jump on. But yeah, man, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys coming in, showing your boy a little bit of love. You know, I'm new to this one right here, but we're gonna get it. Let me text him real quick. All right, I shot him a quick text. But again, guys, I know this ain't my usual setup. I can't do everything. I did like bring some of my little sound effects over, you know. I got me an explosion. Let's see what else I got. And I got my beat I created. T-Dub was Blazing Sports, the original. You know what I'm saying? Hey guys, I want to ask Devon Alexander when he jump on. I want to ask him about verses. I don't know if you guys are new. I'm new to verses, to be honest. I only caught maybe 2 or 3 of them, and I caught them on YouTube, not even on Instagram. Let me see. No, that's not him. Let me see. But versus, they had Nelly versus Ludacris. Man, 2 of my favorite artists growing up. Nelly, obviously, he's from St. Louis. So putting St. Louis on the map, Hidden Country, Grammar coming out. You know, to me back then, Nelly just had that raw street mentality. The energy was through the roof. And then you had Ludacris, who just, he has one of them voices. Cadillac grill, check out the way my Cadillac spills. In the building, the only underrated darkness in the building was cracking, homie. Salute was blazing. The sport was cracking with you. Peace to the chat. Yes, sir. AD said Luda all day. Okay, listen. What I'm gonna get my boy on the line. We're gonna talk about it. Let me see. Hopefully he's still good. He I don't know if he ever done it before, so he has to click on it and probably figure some things out. But we're gonna get this talking in, man. We get this boxing talk. Let's play a little bit of this music. I got 2 keyboards here. There we go. So the gay guy, we're talking about boxing. Talking about Danny Garcia taking on either the likes of Errol Spence Jr. Here's the thing, guys. Even though I talked about him facing Danny Garcia or Mikey Garcia next, but listen, Danny Garcia said this: if I don't get the Pacquiao, I'm gonna either get the Pacquiao fight next, or I'm going to get the Errol Spence fight next. Now, here's the question. Which one do you think, or which one you want to see? And does he beat Manny or loses? Does he beat Errol Spence Jr. or lose? But the one thing that we do know is that he's in a win-win situation. He's in a win-win situation. You telling me if I don't fight Errol Spence Jr. for 2 titles, I get to fight Manny Pacquiao for his legendary status and 1 title? But if I don't fight Manny Pacquiao for his legendary status and his title, I get to fight Errol Spence Jr. for 2 titles? Sign me up. Sign me up. Sign me up. So I'm looking forward to that class, guys. And since my boy AD's in the building, AD, I know you are happy to know that all the rumors of Deontay Wilder asking for $10 million to step aside and asking for $20 million to step aside, I know you're happy to know that those are just rumors. Every side that is involved said it's not true. So we are looking forward to Pulev versus Joshua. We are looking forward to Fury versus Wilder. Wilder doesn't want to step aside. Fury doesn't want to step aside. Joshua probably does. Pulev don't want to step aside. I'm going to see if I can call him real quick. Let's do something. Oh, he's there. I see you, champ. Hold on, guys. Hey, can you hear me, champ? Devon. Bro, can you hear me? You might have to click say something. You're freezing up a bit. Can you guys, let me check something. I see you, but let me check something, champ. Let me check something. You hold on, let me do this. See you, but let me check something. Say something, Devon. Let me check something. Can you hear me? Hold on, let me do this. See you, but let me check something. Say something, Devon. Let me check something. Yeah, what is up with the audio? I feel like you got it clicked, but it's not bringing you in, champ. We got our boy Devon Alexander on the line, but we can't get his audio. Hey, Devon, what is going on with the St. Louis internet? He can't even hear me. Or maybe he can. Nelly had some issues yesterday. Let's see what I can do. What? How can I bring him in? I can't even hear you, champ. We got you. Is your volume down, champ? Is your volume down? Try to turn your volume up. Turn your volume up, champ. Can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up. Can you hear me or not? Can you hear me? Or can you not hear me? You can't hear me? Champ, let me ask my girl. I think she uses it if she's in the building. Poetic Kales. All right, he jumped off, guys. Poetic Kales. Do you know what his issue could be where he couldn't hear me and I couldn't hear him? Tell him to drop off and come back in. Okay. Let me text him real quick. Yo, guy, yeah, we trying to get the champ on, man. We trying to get him in here, get everything cracking. It says StreamYard can be glitchy, just like how Google Hangout used to be. Okay. Let me see if I can get him back. Because you guys can hear me, and I can hear you, but he can hear me. Let's see if we can get this back, guys. We are trying to get the one, the only St. Louis own Devon Alexander, who's making his comeback to the ring. At least I hope. I'm trying to find out, trying to dig into his soul and see what he can tell us. Possibly here. Okay, let me do something, guys. Let me bring him back in.
Now I can hear you.
All right, Champ, can you hear me? There you go. Champ in the building. What's cracking, Champ?
Hey.
All right, Champ. Hey, guys. I know. You know what? I guess I'm gonna just, before we jump into boxing, just talk about how the internet has been around here lately. I was trying to watch Versus with Nelly and Ludacris. Like the internet just pretty much killed, the whole everything right there.
Right. Oh man, you ain't lying. They had like 430,000.
Yeah, 430,000 people watching, and people don't know that we had storms. It's still actually raining today on and off, and it just killed it, because
yeah, man, it's crazy.
Yeah, I really, but
who you think won?
It's to me, it's hard for me to give it out because I think the internet just chopped it up. Like there was one song that Ludacris played that I didn't even hear at all, and then because they came back and did about another hour and a half, and then a lot of Nelly's was getting chopped up. To be honest, I would have preferred if they could have just rescheduled it and tested their internet, made sure it was good, so they didn't have that interruption. So right now, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I just think they should have redone it, to be honest. But I mean, if you can call it, how did you call it? You froze up for a minute, Chim. Can you hear me? I know that's that charter, man. Charters ain't doing us right. I think they can still hear you though. Yeah, your volume. You must be driving to a bad neighborhood, or not bad neighborhood, but bad reception. Yeah, champ, you must be driving to a bad reception. Guys, we have on the line. Did you see that? It's Devon Alexander.
That's
Champ,
that's that's St. Louis. I'm telling you, that's St. Louis for you.
that's that charter, man. I was going to do a video yesterday, but after I saw what Nelly was going through, I didn't even do it. I say, they're not going to get me like that.
Right, man.
But you know,
But all in all, it was a good show, though.
yeah,
You know, you could tell Luda came prepared. He was prepared.
he came to like actually battle. I think Luda came prepared to actual battle, and I think Nelly just came like let's just play our jams, and we're just gonna do it that way, because
Right.
Nelly was trying, not Nelly, but Luda was trying to counter whatever Nelly played. So I knew he like, okay, he actually like, he actually trying to battle with it.
Right.
I do think Nelly left a few jams on the table, man. I think he left
Yeah.
some jams on the table.
A lot
That
of songs you could have countered with.
yeah, they
Yeah.
had like some hitters, like, like this guy, like you say, he did Diamond, man. But I want to give a.
Did he play Tip Drill?
I don't think he did Tip Drill. I don't think he did the one where he do like Better Up. I'm the first to swing. The play off that
He
old
ain't do
jet.
that.
I don't think he did that as well. And the song that starts out like you can find me in St. Louis where the gunplay and rains all day. Nah, nah, nah. I don't even think I heard that one. Or I am number one. I think he left some some jams, but I think when Luda first started playing the Future songs, like song that he was featured on, that I think that's when Nelly probably went off course, and then he started playing some song he was featured on, and then just come with his guns.
Right.
But overall, like, listen, I was a big fan of both of them guys growing up. Nelly from the Lou came out straight raw, put it on the map, and then Ludacris down to Atlanta.
Man, it's just, man, when you love your craft, you gotta come prepared all the time. When you're at the top, somebody's always shooting for you. So you always come prepared, no matter if it's something simple or
Mhm.
something hard. Always come prepared, man, because you never know what that person got in his arsenal. But I'm seeing a lot of memes about Nelly though. A lot of
Oh
memes.
man, I'm gonna tell you the funniest meme that I saw. It made me laugh, right? Because I'm always representing St. Louis. I got St. Louis on my hat. Uh, is There was one where this guy was on a roof with this old fashioned antenna, and they were saying that's Murphy Lee fishing Nelly's Wi-Fi. Man, it had me rolling. It was a guy like they doing my boy wrong, man. I mean, he had dial up.
What I think I saw I saw one that said Nelly Raleigh or something like
Oh man,
that. Man, the internet moved fast, man. They
I
moved
mean real fast.
fast.
There's even a parody about Ludacris. Somebody already got one where they dress up in a tank top with a chain on and looking like him with a shade and picking their hair. Man, the internet is super fast nowadays,
Man, super fast. They don't waste no time.
man. All right, so let me jump into my boy. Let me introduce everybody to him. This is D1, D only, St. Louis own, the great Devon Alexander, 2 division world champion. I believe you actually won the title 3 times, right? You have 3 different titles?
3 times.
Three-time champion, 2 division.
Yes, sir.
A lot of people don't, may have forgot, like the famous word of Roy Jones Jr. You must have forgot.
Yeah,
Um,
a lot. Boxing is a what have you done for me lately sport.
right,
If people don't understand boxing, I'll I'll let you know. This is a what have you done for me lately sport. It's a lot of fighters that people forget about. A lot. I mean, all the time. Just think about it. You don't hear about Winky Wright. You hear
right.
about the NBA players that was the greatest and all the time, but boxing, you don't hear about some of the greats no more after they retired. So It's a what have you done for me lately sport.
Yeah, that is very true. Like I think about when I look at I think about my personal Devon Alexander greatest hit. I think about the fight you brought to St. Louis with Luke Matisse.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think probably the best one, in my opinion, is probably Marcus Maidana. He
Oh
is,
yeah.
yeah, that to me that was a performance. Now, if I had to pick a Devon that I want to see, I like that Devon versus Market Maidana. You establish distance, angles, counter punching. The jab dictated everything. It's like I can
Whatever he
almost see
did,
it now. And I think you
whatever he did,
dropped them. And they didn't even call it a drop. You actually
it
dropped
was
them.
drop. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was killing with the body too. The body shots was hurting him badly. If you go back and watch the fight, the body shot, I can hear him grunt too, like like
Yeah.
grunt.
That's how you know you're giving him their work. Like I said, guys, if you have not seen that, please, I know it's out there. You can YouTube it. Go back and watch that performance. The Matisse, that to
He
me,
wanted to retire after that.
I know. And now people only want to remember him for having the fights with Adrian Broner and then the fights with Floyd Mayweather. But a lot of people are not mentioning what you was able to do to Marcus Maidana. Now, let's just get to it. Like, what do you got going on? Oh, you there? And guys, until he comes back, I know he went black for a minute. Shout out to my girl in the building. Oh my, the first channel member, Poetic Kales. She is the one. Yes, thank you. Of course, much appreciation. I'm gonna have to bring her on one day on This is my open box talk. Basically on Sundays, I'm gonna do something called Open Box Talk, where we're gonna touch on different topics. And I still want to talk. Ask Devon Alexander some questions, guys. I'm trying to look down and look at him at the same time. He Something's happened with his camera. We got to get him back, but he'll probably jump back in and jump back out. My girl Poetic Kel says, hit the like button. You know what? Why is it not showing the new thumbnails? He probably got to come back in. I made some new thumbnails for the people. That's logged off. That's cool. He said, I really like the membership option. It's a good way to get support as well. Yeah. YouTube, about maybe a couple of weeks ago, said I was eligible to get memberships. So I'm doing my best. Said, hey, may I have to leave and come back? He may have to leave. You know what? I don't know. He would have typically told me, he hasn't texted me nothing, but maybe he just lost reception. He'll probably jump back in. And then if he does, I'm gonna click him back on. Guys, we was on the line with Devon. We haven't heated up yet. We gotta get to him, guys. The last time out, we gotta talk to about what happened with him, Victor Ortiz, Andre Berto, the last fight with Red Catch, and then what's next. He has trained with Roy Jones Jr. for one fight. We're going to see what's going to happen. Is he going to continue to be the trainer? What's going to go from there? We're going to ask him about. I wanted to ask him because we was talking about old fighters. I almost want to say, speaking of old fighters, let's talk about Mike Tyson. But let me see if I can get him back. Find out what's going on, guys. We are wrapping it up. The first episode of Open Box Talk. Shout out to the original Poetic Kells, the original members of membership of What's Plays in the Sports. If you check my YouTube, you can join. You can either be a heat seeker. Listen, you're a heat seeker. You're looking for that action. You're looking for it. Where's it at? I smell it. I want the smoke. I'm with it. You can become a heat seeker, or you can become a is it pyromaniac? Or you can become Inferno. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that we got going on right now. Please check them out. Let's see what else we got. You wasn't expecting this. Ethan Ellis said, wasn't expecting this. Hey, man, I'm doing it. I am going to set a time every Sunday and we're going to do open boxing talk. It may look like this format or it may actually look like the original setup. But when I'm doing an interview and I want to bring somebody in, I'm gonna do this format. This laptop died. I would charge it up, but my son broke my charger. So let's do this. Let me see if I can hit him up real quick. See if he can jump back in. All right. So while he figured that out, we're gonna keep rapping. We're gonna keep it going on, guys. So uh Devon Alexander is a guy that a lot of people know. Definitely, in my opinion, was on that way to true stardom. Took a couple losses. We need to talk about that. See, a lot of you guys don't know a lot about Devon. You only know about his record, or you hear about him in passing. You don't know what he went through and what he battled and how he had to suffer defeat to find himself to come back. We're going to get into that. And I wish this didn't die. But yeah, StreamYard allows 6 people on the call. I know. Hey, listen, guys. If any of you guys, if AD and Tui jump back on, AD in the building, you want to jump on, guys want to talk some boxing, you can jump on real quick. I'll shoot you the link. Matter of fact, let me see, how can I do this? How can I do this? Invite, just in case you guys want to. You know what I'm saying? We could talk that talk. Say some stupid, I found a way to get rid of you. All right. This, that. Is that it? Bam. All right, what did he say? Can you ask Devon if he's still with Roy Jones? I'm going to ask him that. I recently heard that Chris Eubank has been locked in training with Roy for a fight against Charlo. That would be a good fight if it happens. I think the fight might happen next. Let's see. My girl. What support? I really like the membership option. Is good. Yes, yes. Don't be shy. Hit the link. They shot. I don't know. Hit the link. Jump on. I got your back. We can talk about it. We ain't gonna, we just keep it boxing. Talk about the welterweight division. Now let's talk about this, guys. Before my boy jump back on. Errol Spence Jr. versus Terrence Crawford. I really want to charge this back up. But I got to unplug this one and then plug it into that one because I want my beats. I don't got my music. I'm feeling lost. I don't got my music. But who's better? Who's better? Who's on top? Who's better? Who's on top? Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence Jr., and who will win? The link is out there. You can jump on. You can talk that talk. Tend to watching, but they all quiet like the church mice. Trying not to disturb the servants. It's cool. I know my boy, American Pastor Travel. He's probably preaching the word right now as we speak. Observing stuff was cracking. And remember, guys, if you jump on, you don't have to show your face. You don't have to do that. He may have to. Yeah, he said I read that. But let me try to call him, man. Let me try to call him real quick. Can't even play my music. You can find me in St. Louis, where the guns play today. Yeah, he must have ran in somewhere. Let's see. All right, guys, we just got to bring him back on when he can come back on. I know he had his son in the car with him. We'll catch back up with him. All right, so let's get it. One, boxing is coming back. Sports is coming back. That is something right there that we can just be, you know what I'm saying? Listen, T-Dub is back in the gym. See, and I wanted to thank him on that too, because here's a story, guys. You know, some of you guys know I had a tear in my Achilles back in the summer. So I wasn't able to walk that well. I tried to be in the gym a little bit. He says, yeah, you can turn the camera off and just have your avatar while you talk. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So, but I get it. You know, some people get shy. I get it. My brother's a little bit shy. So I get it. Don't worry about it. I'll keep rapping. It's cool. It's cool, guys. Listen, we're going to grow this What's Blazing family. We're going to take this What's Blazing family to the two new levels because this is what we do. Matter of fact, this is what we does. So let's get to it. I forgot I got so into it. I forgot what I was about to say. I forgot what was I talking about. See, don't you hate that guy? You get a brain fart. God damn it, that one had a little spray in it too. Shh, might leave a stain. The boxing is coming back, and it's going to be a change, right? With everything's going on, it's going to be a change. I don't know how it's going to look, but I'm telling you right now, man, we need our sports. We got the Michael Jordan thing going on right now. We got Jordan, The Last Dance. And I'm telling you right now, the picture they're painting of Michael Jordan right now with this Last Dance is like almost like a funeral, right? Like to be honest, is The Last Dance helping his career or hurting his career, right? I mean, for me, he'll always be like the greatest player I've ever seen play. Does it make him the best human? Absolutely not. But could he be the greatest player? I think so. Even if there's no fans, I need boxing for sure. Listen, man, I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to bring you guys this flavor. I'm doing my best. Oh gosh, I'll go check it. I just reminded me, guys. I got some ribs. I am smoking some baby back ribs and some what are they? Riblets. I'm smoking baby back ribs and riblets right now, guys. I'm about to smoke them things for about 2 hours, 3 hours. Oh, wait. T-Dab to come up with his own grilling channel. But let's get it. So, all right, guys. Right now, the welterweight division is on fire. The matchup that everybody want to see is Terence Crawford versus Shawn Porter. Not Shawn Porter, but Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr. And right now, it's probably more debatable than any time. A matter of fact, well, some might say Terence Crawford get it if you look at the accident. But if you look at before the accident, but after the Shawn Porter fight, you'll say this. Errol Spence Jr. has shown that he can get hit. He can get hit. He was arguably into the knockdown, losing to Shawn Porter. I picked Errol Spence Jr. to win. I told people it won't be a knockout. I said, listen, this ain't no easy fight. People didn't believe me. People thought that Errol Spence Jr. was going to go in there and do something to Shawn Porter that nobody do. Listen, Shawn Porter is a welterweight, but he has a light heavyweight size head. His body is like this, but this guy's head like this. Listen, Shawn Porter is listen, as a fighter, I like what the guy brings to the table. As the way he work out, listen, he inspires me to want to do better. But Errol Spence Jr. has shown in that fight that, he can get roughed up some, right? And then we watched Terence Crawford versus Mean Machine. And Mean Machine not only touched up Crawford, but a lot of people believe he dropped Crawford. Not only dropped Crawford, but a lot of people believe in those first 4 to 5 rounds, he was actually boxing with Crawford, hanging with him. So with that being said, can Terence Crawford beat Errol Spence Jr. or can Errol Spence Jr. beat Terence Crawford? That's a debate. Right now, listen, I was 51-49% in Terence Crawford favor, but to be honest, I don't know, man. I don't know, because if Mean Machine was able to hurt Terence Crawford for that round, what would Errol Spence Jr. do to him? If Shawn Porter was able to box with Errol Spence Jr., what would Terence Crawford do to him? Is Terence Crawford big enough to hang in there with a Errol Spence Jr.? The one thing about Terence Crawford, and I applaud Terence Crawford for being, in my opinion, a brilliant fighter, a thinker, but sometimes he wants to show he is a dog, and he stands in there and he wants to trade or at least be within the trenches. Welterweight division has 2 young dogs. Boots, Inez and Virgil Ortiz. That fight needs to happen. I don't know if they're going to fight each other because they're young and they don't want to eliminate each other. But to be honest, I think these fight needs to happen. Listen, Virgil Ortiz Jr., that boy is talented, man. What is he, 15-0 right now? Moving up the rankings. I think in some places he's ranked like, number 2 or number 3 or something like that. These guys are moving up quick, man. Uh, but right now, the people that spotlight in the welterweight division, the people that fill in the seats. Yes, we got people like Ugas is dangerous, and and Ortiz and other fighters are very dangerous. But the fighters who they want to fight, remember, yes, those guys are dangerous, but those fighters that they want to fight, and those fighters are Errol Spence Jr., Danny Garcia, Manny Pacquiao, Mikey Garcia, and to be honest, I don't think too many people want to fight Sean Porter. He ain't got no belt, but I don't think too many people want to fight Sean Porter. Maybe Ugas. Now, see, Ugas did a better job with Sean Porter, in my opinion, than Errol Spence Jr. But Errol Spence Jr. versus Sean Porter was more of a instant replay type of a fight. In the building, the one, the only. Yes, he's made it. American Pastor Charles says, T-Dub, what it do? Salute to the chat. Man, American Pastor, you missed it. I had Devon Alexander on the line. Not sure what happened. Maybe he had to go to a meeting or something. He jumped on and ended up having to jump off real quick. Maybe he's rapping with somebody. A conversation he didn't want to share. Hopefully, we can get him back on because we didn't get a chance to dig into like what's going on. Because whenever a fighter jumps on a live like this, a lot of time they have something coming up. They have something coming up. And that's what I wanted to know. Is he still working with Roy Jones Jr.? What's in line? He last thing we know, he was signed and working with Al Heyman. If he's fighting, where is he coming back on? Is it the PBC? So many question marks. We didn't get an answer. We got to. I agree. I had Ugas winning that fight. Listen, man, if Ugas' problem was he has one temple. Ugas has one temple, and that's his issue. He comes forward with a tight defense, catches a lot of shots, because even when Sean Porter came in and was attacking him with that game, Sean Porter had more success inside with Errol Spence Jr. than he actually did with Ugas. Ugas was actually catching a lot of those shots and coming back. Now, don't get me wrong, Sean Porter had some brilliant moments, came back, made it very interesting. In my opinion, it was a debatable fight with no knockdown, a debatable fight. But in many people's opinions, Sean Porter versus Errol Spence Jr., because even with the knockdown, it's a debatable shot. Even with a knockdown. But now, the topic at hand, guys, remember, if you want to jump on and talk about who you think, let's see if we can do this. Don't be afraid. Click that link, and that'll put you on live. You'll be talking with your boy T-Dub. You don't have to show yourself. I'm going to be on a few more minutes because I do got some ribs cooking, and I don't want to burn them. Right now, they smoking. They low and slow. And afterwards, I might take a picture of them and just post it on the community tab. And let me give her, because she made my day with this one. She made my day. Where did she do it at? My girl, Poetic Kells, came through, and she has become the first. She has made history. She is the first member of What's Players in the Sports. She is the part of the channel. Hopefully, I can get her to come on sometime, and we just do like we'll do a hybrid, maybe on like this open box talk where we can talk about some things. We'll do that, maybe even about relationships, which, listen, T-Dub is only better at relationships because I was in the wrong type of relationships. And it don't mean I'm doing everything right now, but I can tell you when things ain't right. But let's see what we got. That's what you call Sunday dinner at its best. Yes. So let's get this work. Danny Garcia has an option. He said, listen, I'm coming back in September. I will be facing either Manny Pacquiao and either have a chance to win his title have a chance to beat down the legend and take that and put it here and have his fans become mine. I can be the man that beat Manny. And the thing is, you can't say Manny's old because he went out there and he beat Adrian Broner. He beat Keith Thurman. Or if I don't get that fight, I got a chance to fight Errol Spence Jr. And no, he doesn't have some of the legendary instant Hall of Famer things that come with Pacquiao, but he has two major titles. He is looked at as being the top dog in the welterweight division. Even if he's not ranked higher as pound for pound over Terence Crawford, he is ranked as probably number one in the welterweight division. Thurman told Crawford and Bob, send the contract, Terence, take out Keith and solidify his place in the welterweight division. Terence need a good, solid win against a good, known name. James. Listen, James, you can jump on. We can talk about this. But let's get it. Sean Porter and Terence Crawford, I heard they're good friends. They're good friends. Like brothers. But Sean Porter has now went on record, and his father went on record like, listen, we want that Terence Crawford fight. Yes, I know at first we said, listen, it might not happen. We'll fight each other when the time comes. But on my end, Sean Porter looking at it like this here, and to be honest, Sean Porter's name is buzzing better, in my opinion, than Keith Thurman. Is he a seller like Keith Thurman? No. Does he have that? I don't know. I think Keith Thurman is a more popular fighter. But when it comes to performance, Sean Porter put on a better performance in his loss to Errol Spence Jr. than Keith Thurman did against Manny Pacquiao. And to be honest, Keith didn't do that bad of a job against Pacquiao. He hit Pacquiao more than I believe anybody has hit Pacquiao. But when it comes to fighting, including myself, most people believe that Sean Porter will bring that type of dog that you can't. You listen, it's that dog off the chain. It's that dog off the chain, and you got neck bones and T-bone steaks all tied all around you. And you got to fight that guy off for 12 rounds or let him conquer you. In my opinion, it is a bigger fight to beat Porter. I know it's crazy me saying this, but just hear me out if I can get these thoughts together. It's a bigger fight fighting Sean Porter than beating Keith Thurman at this time. Here's why. If he fights Sean Porter, they can twist this in so many ways and flip it and sell it. One, you got two friends who are at two different points in their career, but they have to clash. They don't want to fight each other. They're almost like brothers. But Sean Porter doesn't have a title, and he knows it's the only way he's going to get a title shot next, and he got to go against Terence Crawford. And Terence Crawford needs a valuable opponent on his resume. And he believes that Keith Thurman is all talk. He's not going to get Errol Spence Jr. right now. He's not going to get Pacquiao right now. And he has to fight Sean Porter. Two friends coming together, bringing PBC and ESPN together for a fight that will open the door for Terence Crawford if he wins to many other fighters. If he beats Sean Porter, and some people believe that Sean Porter beat Errol Spence Jr., or that it could have been a draw, that would make a lot of people believe that Terence Crawford could beat Errol Spence Jr. Now, people like us, we're smart. We know style makes fights. We know because you beat that guy don't mean you can beat that guy. We're not dumb. See, we're smart. We see eye to eye. We got 20/20 vision. But a lot of people don't see it that way. And that's the mass. The casual fans going to see it like this. If Terence Crawford can beat Sean Porter, especially beat him in a better fashion than Errol Spence Jr., in all honesty, that fight might make people put Terence Crawford clearly, in their opinion, number one in the welterweight division. If he can beat Sean Porter clearly. Now, don't get me wrong. Statistically, in who holds the titles, Errol Spence Jr. should be there because he has 2 titles. But if you're going off like Devon Alexander said, what you done for me lately, then if Terrence Crawford beats Sean Porter convincingly, most people are going to believe that Terrence Crawford can beat Errol Spence Jr. and Terrence Crawford is the man in the division, and that's who people need to fight. But if Terrence Crawford beats Keith Thurman, yes, it still open up that door to PBC, but it don't have the same effect. See, because if he beats Keith Thurman, who is coming off of a loss and a loss to Manny Pacquiao, a fight he struggled against with Jose Cito Lopez, and if he loses to Terrence Crawford, people are just going to say that Keith Thurman is not quite back yet. It's still the door will be open, but it won't be pushed wide open like if he beat Sean Porter. In my opinion, Terrence Crawford needs to go the Sean Porter route. If he can't get Sean Porter, get Keith Thurman. But one person that wants that smoke, that mesquite smoke, that apple smoke, wood smoke with Terrence Crawford is Ugas. What do you think about Terrence Crawford versus Ugas? Ugas is a big welterweight, man. Listen, this guy is solid. I know that Sean Porter has a heavyweight size head, but he has a welterweight size body, which is why he can take a lot of shots to the head. But Ugas, body-wise, look bigger than Sean Porter. Ugas versus Terrence Crawford, in my opinion, it is not a exciting action fight because, like I said, I think Ugas fights at one tempo. I think he puts it on 60 miles an hour and he cruises that way. If it's working, it's working. If it don't work, it don't work. With Sean Porter, that was a pretty good fight because I think Sean Porter was doing all the movement and sticking and doing the boxing and trying to mix it up with the blitz attack. But his fight after that, Ugas just didn't look that impressive. Now against Terrence Crawford, we don't know exactly what's going to happen, but we do know this. Anything can happen. But fighting Ugas, in my opinion, I don't know if that really opens up the door to the fighters like Danny Garcia. Listen, and like I said, the person, and you guys, I want you guys to debate me on this. If you don't believe what I'm saying, I want you to debate me on this. If you're a Terrence Crawford fan, if you're Errol Spence Jr. fan, please debate me on this. I think right now, Manny Pacquiao is the man that's running the welterweight division. Am I saying he the best fighter? He can beat everybody? No. But when I'm saying who is the one that everybody look to in the welterweight division, it's Manny Pacquiao. Prove to me that it's not. Prove to me, Errol Spence Jr., if he had an option to fight Pacquiao or Garcia, he'll fight Pacquiao. Then Garcia, if he has an option to fight Pacquiao or Errol Spence Jr., he'll fight Pacquiao. Sean Porter fight anybody or Pacquiao, he'll fight Pacquiao. Terrence Crawford, the same thing. Everybody wants that Pacquiao smoke. It doesn't matter that Floyd Mayweather said, he's old, leave him alone, let him pick and choose his battle. And to that, Floyd, I'm going to say, hell no, to the no, no, no. Hell no, to the no, no. And the reason I say that because if you got a world champion title, they need to hunt you. If you have a title, see what Floyd said, and listen, I know you guys might say I'm going to go with Floyd, but I'm actually one of the biggest Floyd Mayweather fans, especially inside the ring. Not outside, but inside the ring, I am a huge, huge Floyd Mayweather fan of what he done. But what he's saying right now is basically let him kind of pick and choose his fight. He's an old fighter. It sounds very close, but different to being a franchise champion. Let him pick who he want to fight. Listen, you got that WBC title. He's a super champion. He can pick and choose whoever he wants. And if he chooses you, just be lucky and then do what you got to do from there. That, my friend, is a way to kill boxing. I'd love to see Crawford versus Porter, but we're still waiting. Make the fight. Bob, I don't think it's going to happen. You know, to be honest, I don't think none of the fights, Terence Crawford's not going to get the fights he wants because Bob Arum says who's going to pay them. Like, especially with there's not that many people in the audience, they don't know you can't do a pay-per-view, but you know what? Maybe they can. If Bob Arum was smart, in my opinion, listen, matter of fact, he is smart. He's a lot smarter than me because he's rich and he owns a company and I don't. But in my opinion, this is what I think Bob should do. Do a pay-per-view. But what I would do, I would make the pay-per-view $9.99. Terence Crawford versus Sean Porter, $9.99. At $9.99, I think there's going to be more people willing to pay for it and support the sport than those that want to go bootleg it. Think about it. If when you do $100 charging for a pay-per-view, you make people have to go to one house, 20 or 50 people one time and do a fight party. But I would use this because of Corona times. We're going to do a $9.99, which means that you won't have those huge parties and people can be at their own home and buy the fight at a higher rate. I mean, I'm just saying that I don't listen. I don't know if it'll work, but I'm saying do a pay-per-view. It's a way that you can try to pay them guys. Make it $9.99. Sean Porter versus Terence Crawford. It is a big fight for the boxing division. Sean Porter, even though he lost, is coming off of a high, off his fourth performance. Terence Crawford defending his title against Mean Machine. And now you have two people that are friends. And they're forced to face each other because one has what one's want. Whenever you have what one has, what one's heart wants, you got to fight for it. Why you lying to the fans, man? What I'm lying about, champ? What I'm lying about? Talk to me. Who you talking about? Me? Bro, you talking stupid. Now you talking stupid. You hate the LDBC. Get out of here, bro. That's stupid. I'm subscribed to most of their channels. I see if he addresses this. What am I missing? I'm missing somehow. I am missing something. What am I missing? Address what? What did I miss? What did I miss? All right, let's keep working. Let's keep working. So the person that is on top of the welterweight division, it's not Errol Spence Jr. Is he a big dog? Yes. Is he a shot caller? Yes. Is he Bow Wow put the roof in? Yes. What did he say? I was talking about you before I blocked. Oh, was it that one dude? I don't even want to say his name. That Chef, yeah. I don't listen. Let him come in. He could talk. He could say that. Then after that, when people come in here, I'm very cool and open to them saying a lot of things. But if they bring up any other boxing channel or trying to talk about beef, block them on site because I don't do beef. I don't do beef. Listen, I don't do it. And it don't make me a chicken because I don't do beef. And he came in. Listen, I would bet that dude that just came in here, I would bet he's a dummy account that's probing, if I had to bet. Because my streams are never about hating. Fun, energetic, educational. That's it. Let's get it. I figured that got you. William LDBC, what's up, man? Right now, see, like, you know, you saying LDBC channel, the other guy saying I hate them. Let me be honest, guys. So I can be frank with this. Let's be frank. T-Dub don't do beef on the YouTube. T-Dub has no beef with nobody on YouTube. I am subscribed to many people on the YouTube. People that I think do a great job. You know, like my boy Fanon, great job. What's my boy name? Gosh, my Chicago homie. I can't think of it, but listen, man, that's not me. So if you come in here looking to probe or pick, that's not me. Now, if you want beef, if you want smoke with me, I give you smoke. If they want smoke with me, don't block them because I want that. I would take your smoke towards me. But if you come here talking about any other channels, I'm not doing it. It's not getting done. That's not me. That's not me. Because when I look at these guys, these people do big things. Look at Boxing Ego. These guys do big things. See, that's not me. I'm not the brother to hate on a brother. I'm the one that rather collab with the brother and build things together. See, that's one thing with and I'm gonna get back to boxing too, but I'm gonna be real. Let me be real, really quick. The one thing about I consider my community, African American community, is we go at each other too much. We target each other too much. When somebody doing good, instead of saying, "Oh, good job, Mike," or whatever, we get envy and we want to take them down and we want to talk about them, or we want to declare a war, or if you subscribe to him, then don't subscribe to me. Stupid stuff like that. But if we had a different mindset and act like other people or cultures that do it right and support each other, like I go back to my boy Boxing Ego. Listen, like I don't know him like that, but what this man has done with boxing on here, I take my hat off to him. Boom. I would rather do something collab and build two things up than shoot at each other and try to take one away. So if you come here trying to talk any kind of beef or bad about anybody, then you get blocked. That's when you get blocked. If you got smoke with me about boxing, then bring it. Listen, I am what's blazing in sports. I'm back at it like a crack addict, giving you boxing geekers every bit of this work. I inhale the blaze. I'm a fighter. See, the reason I want to smoke so damn much, personally, because I'm a fighter. And now maybe I'm not fighting in a ring anymore where it counts. But I still have a fighter mentality. I still go to the gym every day. I still suit up every day. I still put a mouthpiece in every day. I still put 16-ounce gloves on every day, talking about let's get it. Don't get it twisted. I can fight. And I'm pretty cocky about it. I can fight. I don't talk too much about it. But if you're in the ring with me, I am trying to showcase on your ass. See, a lot of people talk about fighting on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. This is not the way they want to go. Because my solution is, then let's do it right. Let's meet in the gym. Let's do it live on what's blazing the sport. Listen, but all right, let's get it. Let's get it. All right, let's get it. He said, good job, bro, deflecting that hate. Man, I don't do hate, man. I don't do that. Do you think EJ should take a warm-up? The car accident ain't no joke. And if so, who do you think he should fight next? All right. That's my boy James bringing us back. James Valdez in the building bringing us back to the topic. I said this. I was talking to one of my homeboys. Gosh, he's a Terrence Crawford fan. He normally in the chat a lot. He's not here today. But I believe as I'm burning up my ribs, and I know I am, guys. I know I'm burning my ribs up, but it's cool because I like the smoke. I'm burning my ribs. Is a lot of people want to see Errol Spence Jr. come right back and fight Terrence Crawford and these top guys. Me personally, James, I would say take a tune-up. Take one tune-up and then jump back in it. But everything I hear from PBC is that Errol Spence Jr. does not want to take a tune-up fight. That he really wants to come straight back, taking on the top dogs in the welterweight division. The Terrence Crawford fight is not going to be next because there is two different promotional companies involved and two different networks involved. They're just not going to – the money. I mean, like, see, the thing is, if Terrence Crawford was on PBC, I think the fight would be easier. Or if Errol Spence Jr. was signed to ESPN, I think it'd be a much easier fight. But when you're trying to take a fight that we don't know how it's going to sell, right? Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence Jr., because of the corona, it may have actually pushed things back a few months from when it would have actually originally happened. But ESPN and PBC, if they're going to split that pie, split it down the middle, they both want to at least have a bowl full of something. They wanted to at least be able to sell, because if it doesn't sell that well, let's say 300,000 views, you split that 150,000 views each side, and then you got to pay the fighters, or maybe the fighters got guaranteed person, which means somebody finna take a loss, and a lot of times these companies don't want to take a loss. So what Errol's going to do, I don't know what Errol's going to do. Errol Spence Jr., in my opinion, should take a tune-up that can challenge him, but he should win and then jump right back in there. And one reason I say that is, one, because of the car accident. Let people know that you are back. By doing that, it will make your next fight sell that much more. If you don't take a tune-up and you come out and fight Pacquiao and you lose, they're going to say that the car crash affected you. The person who beats you is not going to get that much credit, and people are going to say you're never going to be the same again. Same thing as Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford fight Errol Spence Jr. right now, and Terrence Crawford beat him. They're going to give the credit to the car crash and not to Terrence Crawford for being a better fighter. So if anybody want to get the credit for actually beating Errol Spence Jr. or facing the best Errol Spence Jr. at that time, he needs a tune-up fight. So guys, listen, I think we're cooking today, man. I think we're cooking. We did a little cooking today. Did a little cooking. I'm cooking. Like I said, guys, when I get done, I don't know if I'm going to post that video, that photo, because I'm probably burning them. I am probably burning. I was supposed to be out there a while ago. Maybe he can piece up Limpinez or Jose Cito Lopez. Listen, I'm telling you right now, Lopez, give me that Lopez work. Limpinez, I mean, I think Jose Cito Lopez would give Earl a tough fight. Lopez is going to go with Errol Spence Jr. like he went at Keith Thurman. The difference is, I think Errol Spence Jr. stops Lopez. Listen, Lopez fights at that style that he comes forward, and he's long, he's tall, and he throw all these wide haymakers. I just think Errol Spence Jr. is going to catch Lopez with something hot, and it's going to set him down. I definitely would like to see that fight. So maybe Errol Spence Jr. come back taking on Jose Cito Lopez. Lopez is like that Rocky type. He comes to fight. Listen, he almost upset Keith Thurman. He did upset Victor Ortiz. He had a lot of tough wars. He lost to Canelo, but I believe that's when he jumped up to 154 pounds, which he shouldn't have done that, because I believe he was still new to 147 pounds. But listen, man, this is how, in my opinion, the welterweight division is going. Right now, it is a pyramid. Picture this, guys. Picture this. It's a pyramid, right? At the top of the pyramid is the one that everybody wants. The person right here is who everybody wants. That's Manny Pacquiao. So he has to make a decision, and that's going to affect everybody else's decision. So you got Manny Pacquiao right here. And then under him, let's say you got Errol Spence Jr. Then you have, we do Terrence Crawford, right? But even though I don't think Terrence is, matter of fact, I'm not even going to put Terrence there. The reason I'm not going to put Terrence there, because even though Terrence is a better fighter than a lot of these guys, I don't think he has the options like these guys have. So I'm going to put Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence Jr., Danny Garcia. So then if Manny Pacquiao decides to fight, let's say, Errol Spence Jr., then that'll make Danny Garcia know which way he got to go. He's like, okay, now I'm not going to get this guy. Now I got to go fight Mikey Garcia. You know what I'm saying? So it can be a trickle-down effect on boom, 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 boom. And that's where we have my boy Devon. I'm going to try one more time, because I don't hear to jump off. I'm gonna try it one more time. So give me a quick second. I'm gonna mute it and try to call him real quick. If I cannot get a hold to him, then I know that we just lost him for the day. We got to give him another time. Give me 1 second, guys. P.S. I'm surprised they ducked that work. Even the haters ducked that work. Ducking that link. All right, guys, we got to get back up with him. I could not get a hold to him. Who's that? My boy Ethan Elliott? What's cracking, homie? I got a perfect name for your grilling chiller. T-Dub was blazing in food. Hey, listen, Ethan Elliott, I was going to come with a grilling. Like, this is what I do in my free time. I go fishing a lot. Guys, I got a fishing channel. I'm already molding. I ordered this little microphone for this little kind of a GoPro looking camera, but it hasn't came in yet. So I got that coming up. And it doesn't even have what's blazing in it. It doesn't even have what's blazing in it at all. I got that coming up. The only thing about the grill channel is see, like I don't have a smoker, but I smoke meat. All I have is I just have a Weber's kettle. That's all I have. I had a kettle, and I'm just so good at using the indirect heat and smoke and making it mouth watering, juicy, and ooh. Oh yeah, but I might have to come with that grilling channel. He said, "What's blazing in food?" Maybe I do like maybe teed up what's blazing on the grill. Maybe what's blazing on the grill. I don't know. We're gonna come up with it, man. That's why we got the blazing channel. We got the membership going on right now. Shout out to my girl Poetic Kills. She's the first member to the channel. I'm gonna keep giving this work. I'm gonna try to come back again sometime throughout the day. But let me wrap this up, guys. I didn't get a chance to give you guys Devon as much as I wanted to. Possibly I can get him back a later time. We'll go from there. But guys, till next time, it's your boy T-Dub. Here is what's blazing in sports.